44th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Sam Howell, quarterback, North Carolina.
All right, that's a way to start off the 5th round. What do you think?
We're cooking a little bit here as we get in the 5th round. I am shocked, you guys, that he was still out there. He was my 49th player, strong and sturdy. Baker Mayfield was the comparison. Charles has mentioned he kind of came into this season as a potential favorite to be the first quarterback off the board. I watch the 3rd and 7 plus cut up every year. So when you watch college football, there's so many bubble screens and tunnel screens. You eliminate that. You just watch 3rd and 7. Everybody in the whole stadium knows you're throwing the football. His 3rd and 7 reel is better than any quarterback in this draft class. And he's under duress. He's getting hit. He's showing toughness. I'm shocked he's here in the 5th round. I'm not going to.
I am excited to see Sam Howell, honestly. He finished his career with 92 passing touchdowns in 3 or fewer seasons, which, for reference, Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence had 90 in the ACC, so we have that. And then not only are rushing yards and turnovers 2 of the stickiest stats to carry over from college football to the NFL, but also completion rate on 3rd downs, how you do on money downs. And on 3rd down, even after losing in his final year, remember, he showed up his final year without Javonte Williams, Michael Carter, Diami Brown, and Daz Newsome, who laugh at Diami and Daz. They're NFL drafted players, though. He didn't have any of them, and he completed 70% of his passes for no interceptions on 3rd down in his final year. So I am actually really excited to see.
I had Sam Howell rated as my number 1 quarterback in last year's draft. I had him in front of Pickett, in front of Willis, in front of all those guys. I thought people were really overlooking what Sam Howell had done over his entirety at the University of North Carolina.
I remember on one of the plays where he got hit in the backfield, shook it off, got a big 1st down. He ran out of bounds towards the Washington bench, and the bench is like going crazy for him. Like they're loving him.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously it's been a whirlwind of the last couple of days. But, for me, I was just trusting God throughout the whole process. I know that God has a plan for me, and whatever that plan is going to be good. And I'm super excited to join this wonderful football team and led by Coach Rivera, who I have so much respect for. And
support me all week. Y'all always have my back, but Coach always says it, man, it's in this room. Dallas had everything to play for, man, and we beat them. We beat them bad, too, and it could have been a lot worse. We left a lot of things out there, man, so let's carry this momentum into the offseason and let's roll these boys next year.
Gifted and natural thrower of the bunch. Plays the game really athletically, has a nice feel for what's going on to change the pace on the throws. The ball just flies out of his hand, so there's so many good things to like about.
I would have liked to have seen this, how you guys felt about him if he had come out the year before.
He was our number 1 quarterback
correct.
That time.
Thank you. That's one of the things that we fall back on. When you go back and you look at the reports that were written about him, you would say, dang, dude, could have been a 1st-round pick if he'd come out early. So we looked at that, and we took that into consideration. And so when we went into the draft last year, we're sitting there looking at all these numbers, all these things about him. We kept saying, well, there's no way he's going to be there in the 3rd round. And who's sitting there with the 1st pick in the 5th round but Sam? And so that's why we jumped on it, because we really truly believe that is a value pick. And so we pulled the trigger.
Commanders, from what I heard at the Combine and people I was talking to when the subject matter came up and Rivera came into the booth, and, I know what coaches say in front of cameras and microphones is not in a court of law. But I think they kind of dig the kid they drafted last year. I think they dig Sam Howell. I think that Sam dropped way lower than his talent level normally would have him drafted. And thanks for the call. Do you remember when we had Mac Brown on our program prior to the draft last year? And he was pounding the table for Sam and said we didn't do him any favors.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah.
A lot of kids laughed that the program wasn't ready to be surrounded for him in his draft year, his walk year, if you will. I think the Commanders like him a lot, and I think he's going to be week 1 starter. And I think they're ready to see what they have in him.
Coming in this season with Sam Howell, as they say, a make-or-break year for Ron, I'm kind of confident. I haven't really felt this way about the quarterback position in a long time. Even though I did advocate for Carson Wentz to come here, and that's only because I thought we was just going to get the exact Carson Wentz that that played in Indy the year before. I would think that Carson Wentz would have took us over the top, but it didn't. So we had a security blanket, and the security blanket was Sam Howell, a guy with the NFL skill set, a guy that's accurate, a guy that throws a really good deep ball, a guy that has moxie, a tough son of SOB. Sam's a tough guy. He's a competitor. And then along with the running backs, he's going to come in. He's inheriting 2 really good running backs. He's inheriting 3 really good wide receivers. You get a healthier Logan Thomas back. And then the young guys we got at tight end. And with us strengthening the offensive line, and then Eric Bieniemy coming in as the offensive coordinator, I mean, Sam set up to succeed. I don't know what that's going to bring, but I can tell you this. With his skill set, our weapons, new coaching philosophy, upgrade on the offensive line, we should be better offensively. And if that meshes with the defense, Sam going in his second year, 3-year starter at UNC, this guy was a true freshman at North Carolina, the first true freshman to ever start for North Carolina. Forgot who he beat out, but he beat him out, and the rest is history. Put up historic numbers as a freshman. Do you know how hard that is to come straight from a high school graduation and then lead a college football team and shatter all kind of records? Poised kid, man, a winner. Mac Brown, loved the guy. My homeboys, they were calling me like, yo, man, you see this quarterback we got down here in Carolina? And I've been watching him ever since. And then when I saw the Dallas game, I'm just like, this is the same Sam Howell that you've seen in college. And if this is the same Sam Howell you see in college, and then it translated to the NFL in that little teeny sample size that we seen in the Dallas game and the preseason games, I think we got us a quarterback. And I think that this guy's one of the best kept secrets in the National Football League. I mean, he wasn't supposed to go in the 5th round. This guy had a late first round, high second round skill set, and it got swept under the rug. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. And I'm just going to go on record and say it. I mean, even last year, I thought he was going to be better than Malik. I thought he was better than Malik. I thought he was better than Kenny Pickett. I thought he was better than all these guys. So I think Washington got the best kept secret, and it could be an explosion. But hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share. More videos is definitely on the way. And let's take command.